I'm Harry.
And we are Two Fat Bears. This is the end of the third week on Phase 2 of the South Beach Diet and the fifth week of our being on the South Beach Diet. So we've done pretty well. I made a nice breakthrough on bicycling this week. We've been doing 3 to 4 miles, and I made it up to 6 or 7 to go to the Blockbuster in the middle of the week.
Now mind you, that's not every day. He just had a bit of energy one day, I think. Because normally you don't need to be doing that. That's probably an excessive amount according to Dr. Augustin, but that's still nice. If you can do it, right?
It was less than an hour, so I think that was pretty good.
That's very good. On the other hand, me, I haven't exercised like I should this week, and I feel very bad about it. But we have the big reveal at the end of the show, so we want you to see it. It's actually very good news for both of us.
I've been getting into some older clothes. This is a shirt that I haven't been able to get into in about a year or so.
That's right.
And what happened to you?
Oh, and I was dressing for graduation yesterday, and I had a white button-up dress shirt, and I was actually able to button the top button without putting on one of those little extender things. You know, it's a button and a loop so that it's not so tight. And I was able to actually do that yesterday and day before that for something else that I did, and it was comfortable. So I'm losing some weight in my face and my neck too.
So next week we'll do the measurements like we did for the very first episode that are only posted on the website.
Yeah, and we want to do that like about every 6 weeks.
So yeah, so next week.
Yeah. So yeah, this was the graduation episode. You know, there's, I don't know, what else we're going to talk about?
Yeah, we'll show you some of the footage from the graduation and some still images from around the ceremony and whatnot.
That's just for me.
We'll also have some of our regular stuff like product reviews and some restaurant information maybe.
Yeah. So we want you to stay tuned and watch as we lose weight.
More. Over the next years, as the region continues to grow, we may someday have 10 or 20 campuses of the University of North Texas, its various branches and components. But this has always been and will always be our flagship. More different programs, a broader course of teaching, scholarship, and community service, more degrees awarded, more doctoral degrees. In fact, every year, I'm proud of our size, 364 days of the year. This is the only year in which so many degrees seems to be a mixed blessing, because it is a long ceremony. We're proud and appreciative that all of you have joined us.
You who don't know Professor Morrow, he is an expert on measurement in kinesiology. So of course he likes to measure things. And he told me this morning, he's been a professor here for 14 years, and he has carefully timed every single commencement address over that period. And he said, you know, the shortest one was 7 minutes, and the longest one was 52 minutes. Well, I am a very competitive fellow, and I assure you I intend to break one of those records today.
Public Affairs and Community Service to please stand. The candidates for the master's degree in the College of Education and the College of Public Affairs and Community Service, and to recommend conferral of the master's degree that they seek on behalf of the graduate faculty and the graduate council.
On the recommendation of the faculty and the dean, and by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas through the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been certified, with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining, and I offer you my sincerest congratulations.
Okay guys, we're at a local Mexican restaurant called Uncle Julio's, and we want to show you how we handle Uncle Julio's while being on South Beach diet. Now, push those chips away. Don't eat them. But it's okay to use the salsa, and it's okay to use the queso. Make your food taste better. No chips.
Well, I got Camarones en brochette, which is shrimp wrapped in bacon with jalapeno, and served with guacamole and butter, and lemon and pico de gallo. It also comes with bean soup and rice, but we're not going to have the rice.
I'll talk about mine. I've got, what is this? Some
Carne asada.
well, whatever. But anyway, it's just a nice Mexican steak with vegetables. See that? And guacamole is good for the South Beach diet, and so is the pico de gallo. But the rice, you shouldn't have any rice or very little rice. But bean soup should be great. All right, this is the end of week 3 on phase 2.
286.2.
That is huge.
3.8 pounds since last week.
Wow. It's my turn.
214.6. That's
Oh,
what, 3.6, 3.6 pounds?
We lost huge this week. Woo! So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I enjoyed getting to graduate with my master's degree in higher education. It was a big weekend for me. And yesterday at the meal, we were pretty good. I remember saying last week we were going to have maybe a little challenge there. And we did have a bit of a challenge with the dessert. But oh God, it was good.
The waiter wanted us to celebrate. So.
Sometimes you just kind of have to go ahead and have some dessert, you know, makes you feel better, and then don't have too much. Just a little, you know, and then get right back on it. So that was this week, and I'm glad you were able to celebrate that with me. So this next week ought to be pretty normal. We have another party next Saturday night. It's going to be a cookout with hamburgers and hot dogs and all the sides. But
we can take whole wheat hot dog buns or hamburger buns.
Right.
And still eat safely on the diet.
Yes, and then I think they're going to have a vegetable tray and a fruit tray. So we should have that. It won't be a problem, I don't think.
Yeah. So if you want to contact us, our email address is twofatbears, all spelled out, at gmail.com.
And our web address is twofatbears.libsyn.com.
And we look forward to seeing you again next week.